everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we have an unboxing for you, and it's pretty affordable, so let's see what we got. It seems to not have any damage at all to the box, and I will say this was ordered yesterday morning from American Music Supply. You know, I always like to go there. Give me 1 second. I got a naughty nugget over here trying to turn on my tweet amp. So let's see what we have. So we have a box in a box. And it's a Gibson. So I may cut this part out because this is probably going to be difficult. So let's pray that that's not the case, because I was really looking forward to this. Alright, so we have the usual stop. And to my extreme surprise, I'm really surprised, we have a hard shell case. I didn't know that this came with a case. And timber. Can you guess what it is? We'll be right back. Have a closer look. Okay guys, so here we go. The moment of truth. I looked over the case. It looks pretty good. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe 5 latches. Yep, 5 latches. Alright, I have not opened this yet. This is the first for everyone. Wow. It looks to be intact. Oh, there's the smell. I was wondering when that would hit me. Try to center that a little bit better for y'all. So I think if I read this correctly, it comes with the 490 T and 490R pickups. Oh, there it is. So this is the Gibson Flying V Tribute. You know, they did some things a little different down here on the pick guard. I plan on getting a different pick guard. And I plan on, well, we'll see. I might change the pickups out. We will see. So now, hey, you know what? Before I get too crazy, let's flip it over. I will say it has a nice snug fit in the case. I want you guys to see that. Made in USA. Beautiful satin finish. This will wear quickly. It'll wear nicely if you guys are into that thing. It'll also collect fingerprints like a mofo, so keep that in mind on anything that's satin finish. I mean, the neck almost already has a gloss to it. But this is a brand new one. And the weight's not too bad. And the neck is chunkier than a slim taper. Yeah, that's not a slim taper. It's somewhere in between a 50s and a slim taper. It seems comfortable enough. Alright, so there she is. She's looking pretty good. And I'll pull it out. Hopefully I can just tune it up, stretch the strings a little bit, and she'll be good to go. I'll be right back. Everyone, we're back. So I'm going to do one of these jobs so you guys can get kind of a pardon the pun, a quick view. The setup's not that great, and this isn't like a blemished one or factory second or anything like that. It's just a shitty, sorry, pardon the profanity, but the setup is horrible. Intonation is not set. Pickup height adjustment, well, that's really, you know, that's my opinion. But the sound is pretty good. The weight is super light. I would say this is probably around the 7-pound range, which is sweet, you know, especially since I'm not getting any younger. Every note rings clear. That's very important. I urge everyone, when you first get a new guitar, just walk up the neck slowly. Take the time to let each note ring out. And get used to hearing how long each note rings out. And what you're listening for, is I'm going to do this on purpose, is something like this. Like a dead spot. You know, if it starts and then suddenly stops, where the one before it went and had a nice, reasonably decent sustain, and the next one just cuts out on its own, mind you, not purposefully. But this one doesn't have that problem. So while I'm on camera, I would like to mention it's got like a super fast volume pot. I really like that. My PRS has the same thing. So I just so happen to have a capo right here. Now I can do this without a capo, but typically I like to I check a couple things by putting the capo on. One, it was in tune before I put the capo on. Now the neck meets all the way. I gotta keep an eye on where I'm down here. So I'm gonna cut the string off right about here. All right, the truss rod probably doesn't do much more than here, but I'm gonna go ahead and come back, and I can see, you can hear, there's some relief there. I'm gonna check each string. And I would say the neck is pretty straight. It's not a lot of, the nut seems to be cut pretty well. The nice thing about V's, and also Explorers, not that I have one, is that you don't have, well, I guess that would be incorrect. They don't pull completely straight, but they pull a little bit better than, let's say, your normal Les Paul, which, you know, those, the G and D strings really get yanked out of the way. But yeah, this is a sharp little axe, you know. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun to play. Now, I took the capo off. Let's see if it's still in tune or if the tuners are garbage. Nice surprise. Now there you can hear it's a little bit out. Almost wonder if Gibson is tempering their tuning, because you know the old way to do it is to go and to test it, you know, the harmonic with the 12th fret. It's not too bad. I'm thinking that the neck may have moved since I started playing. Now listen to this. That's pretty smooth. This neck is extremely fast. It's probably the second fastest neck now that I have. The other one I have is just finished in good old gunstock oil or tongue oil. So this situation here, pardon me for a minute, I'm just gonna plug that because I'm new to the whole Flying V thing. I don't know, I think that kind of looks stupid, doesn't it? I mean, you want your guitar to be safe. Maybe if I go back up and around. I don't know. I'll figure it out. These don't have the little thing. Like this is a tribute series, so it's missing a volume knob. All right. Now it's pretty easy and pretty inexpensive if you want to get into, let's say, a 70s style V. You don't mind the olive drab, look. I think it's kind of cool. I think I'm planning on putting a tortoise shell pickguard on this. I think it'll look pretty sick, especially with chrome covers. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe not. But it's a fun project guitar. I mean, yeah, okay. These are $12.99, $11.99, $12.99. I forget. $12.99. So I think it's like right around $1,300 guitar. So is that the best deal out there? No, but it is an American-made Gibson. It's also a special run, and it comes with this hard case. I mean, this is a legit hard case, and V cases aren't cheap. They actually cost more than a regular case. So let me plug back in here, and we'll go and just get a few sounds. Now, if you notice, I'll go to the bridge, and I'll pop up to the neck. See that volume difference? Now, I like where the neck volume is at, actually. Good sustain. And these are the strings that the guitar shipped with. I usually I use 9s. These are 10s. I may keep 10s on it. And the action is a little high, but I may keep it that way too. Just because in the heat of battle when you're playing live, you want a little bit of response. And it might not be my video making guitar, but it'll definitely be one I can knock around a little bit live. Alright, so back to the bridge. Let's hear it. So you can hear the intonations, definitely off. I find that if you can get those in tune, even if they're not perfect at the 12th, if you can get these chords to ring true, you're usually going to have a pretty intonated, pretty good sounding guitar up and down the neck. So now we'll try it in the middle position. It's another good sounding position on this guitar. Yeah, so those are some basic clean sounds. Now this is a 2021. Hold on. No, this is actually this is 2020. This one was made in 2020. So this is last year's guitar, or at least it was. The neck was stamped last year at this point. Let's see. These are the 490 pickups, so they don't have the clarity of the burst buckers. It's a different pickup. These are great for metal, and for like, when I say metal, I mean like Metallica, Megadeth, like not like early 90s, late 80s kind of stuff. I have the Full Tone Distortion Pro 2, is it? No, it's just the Distortion Pro. It's one of his first ones that he made, actually. It's signed by him and everything. Yes, a lot of the Full Tone pedals are signed, but this actually is like a legit signature. It's early on. And for the longest time, I couldn't stand it. And I tried selling it, no one would buy it. Just recently have I truly started to understand what it does. I'll demonstrate that. I'll turn it down a little bit. So it's almost like it's got a fuzz kind of feel. And if those of you that play like germanium fuzzes, it's very much like a germanium fuzz mixed with the tube screamer. It's very unique. So you get just a quick little taste test. Have what it sounds like with a basic distortion. And like I said, it's very light guitar. That's a big thing I'm into these days, is making sure the guitar is not going to hurt my back all night. My Les Paul, my Joe Bonamassa is definitely my best sounding guitar, but it just weighs so much. So thanks for stopping by, everyone. Like I said, new guitar day. This was the unboxing. I'm going to get a chance to play it in a little bit, set it up, and we'll see if this is something that stays or if it goes. Now, if you all can get me to 1,000 subscribers, then we might start doing some cool stuff on the channel, like giveaways. I'm just saying. So let's get to 1,000 subscribers, all right? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, back real quick. I might put this in more in the middle, but I couldn't resist. Had to go through the Marshall. This sounds great through the Marshall. I think these pickups aren't going anywhere.